Okay, today I'm going to show you how to get started with Aeries Gradebook. Once you log in Aeries.net, on the left-hand column, you want to select Gradebook. If you have no gradebooks, this is exactly what your screen will look like. If someone in your grade level at your school has been creating gradebooks, you'll be able to copy one right here. This is a drop-down menu. This is a menu of all the teachers at this particular school, at this particular grade level. And so far it looks like they played with it, they're learning how to use it, but nobody really has a gradebook yet. So let's add a gradebook. First thing you need to do is title the gradebook. It should correlate with the report card. Let's click all 3 trimesters. That way when we create this gradebook, we will be creating it for all 3 trimesters and we'll be done. We won't have to do it during the school year. Up here you'll see there are a bunch of options. The first set are called options, weighting scores of assignments by category. We'll click that and I'll show you. We'll go into categories in a minute and I'll show you how that works. The default setting is for that to check off as soon as the scores are recorded, they will show up immediately. You can filter assignments by the due date or assignment number. You can select a date range to calculate a grade, for example, a progress report. You can display a certain amount of grades for a date range. For example, if you had a concept you were teaching and you wanted to see how the class was doing or a particular student, you can include a mark with the overall score. You can apply weighting to formative and summative assignments. Some teachers like to give summative assignments like a project, so we could go ahead and do that. A summative assignment would probably carry a greater weight than a formative assignment, so let's not go too crazy. How about 65% for a summative, 35% for formative. You can use a rubric rating scale for projects, writing assignments, presentations. You can scale a minimum maximum assignment value and the total grade. I think this is good for now. So now let's go to categories. In language arts, it's already selected as doing weighted scoring because everything in language arts, I wanted it to be weighted. That's why I checked it off when I was in options. So now if I didn't do that, when I got into categories, I would have to check this box. But I wanted everything to be weighted, so we'll give the first category, quizzes, a 50% weight. We'll give classwork, participation, 45% weight, and homework, about 5%, just to have a little accountability put in there. All right, save it. And let's go to assignments. Now we can create an assignment. If we had assignments from the year before, this is our first year using Aeries Gradebook, but if we were, say, a middle school teacher who's been using it, they could import assignments from their previous year and it would save some time. So let's create our first assignment. How about comprehension paragraph? We'll call it expository text. And this will be a formative, and we'll have it as classwork. We'll have it due, say, Friday. Give them a few days to get this done. Let's see, there'll be 10 questions, and the points that they can earn for this formative assessment, let's say 20 points. We can add a standard. Up here you want to select your standards from local because those are our district standards. They'll match up exactly with the report card. And we're in grade 5, so language arts, and we are doing informational text. Okay, now doing this will make it to where the grade for this assignment and following assignments, when you select that standard, will import right into the report card. So we'll save and close this. And as you can see, you can enter your marks here. You can mass add values. You can quick add. You can mass add the number of correct to from 10 to 8 or something like that. You can play around with that. Personally, I think it's easier to add scores by students. So we don't have students in here yet, so we can go in and we can add students. Unfortunately, in the demo mode, there are no students, but you would have a button right here that would say add or drop students, and you would click on add, and Aeries would populate your roster for you. You could then add the students to every single gradebook at that time. So now going back to the dashboard, this is what your gradebook that you just added looks like. We'll go ahead and we'll add a second gradebook. I want to show you something a little different. We'll do math fluency. We'll do trimester 1, 2, and 3. Save. For math fluency, you may not need to go into options so much as you'll need to go into final marks. A lot of teachers are doing a pass-fail for this. So the fail, you'd find the F, would be out of 5 questions if you had 5. A typical 5th grade fluency test has 5. 0 to 3 would be failing, and 4 to 5 would be passing. So once you do this and you save your changes, at the top you'll have your pass and your fail. You could go into your assignments. Oh, I do need to set up a category. It doesn't need to be weighted though, so we'll just, they're quizzes. And save. And now I could add the assignment here. I would probably just date it. Every Friday I used to give the quiz, so you could do something like that. Okay, now we're back in the dashboard looking at all of the gradebooks that we've created. And you can see that we've also got the same gradebooks for the 2nd and 3rd trimesters. These are the different views you can have, and I'll tell you the benefits. The tile view is just cleaner, easier to see, but you can see all 3 trimesters at once if you wanted to navigate back and forth. In order to get information about the particular subject or the gradebook, you'd have to click the details button, and then this right here is adding grades by class, assignment, or student, and this is where you can manage your gradebook or add the assignments. In the list view, same thing. It's cleaner. If you want to see the details, again, you can edit your scores this way, and you can add assignments or manage your gradebook this way. And then the table view, which I suggest we use until we're real good at navigating the gradebook. It tells you this is where you can edit your scores, and these are the functions. In managing your gradebook, it takes you back to this screen where you had all of your options of how you can work around your gradebook rules. You can drop the lowest score, narrative grades. You can input a grade that for, let's say, a project, and you wanted to grade the group, how they worked together. Again, final marks, managing the students, and it doesn't have add and drop on here, but if you were in a regular gradebook like what you have, not the demo that I have, you would be able to see those options. So back to dashboard, here you can add your assignments if you wanted to add another assignment. Here's your point value, your due dates, your standards to help link it to the report card. So pretty much that's Gradebook. If you have any questions, my extension is 5924, or you can email me at rmacdonald@ewcsd.org. I'd be more than happy to help you. I hope this helps. Thank you.